We go down in style. We go down in style. We're Newcastle United. We go down in style. Go down in style like Kim Kardashian with Gucci knee pads on. Yeah. Lovely, lovely. Yes, we might be relegated. Yes, we might be playing championship football next season. But you know what? If that's Rafa Benitez's last game for the club, what a gift to give to us, and what a gift to give to him as well. Fantastic performance. 52,000 strong, singing their hearts out from 0 minutes to 90 minutes. And wow, what a performance, guys. Spurs, thank you for turning up. All the best for the future, mate. You say you're a top 4 club. Not about that performance. Biggest team in North London, in other words. I'm sure there's some gunners down the road who will think otherwise. Woo! Okay, right. Team news anyway. So, Newcastle United, the only thing that was missing was Vernon Anita. He's missing out for injury. And Matt stepped in place of him. Not his biggest fan. Think he's off to Inter Milan. Oh, I just ran there. But again, hey, it's his last game for the club because you can tell. You can tell. Body language and all the rest of it. Waving to the fans waving back to him as his last game for the club. And what a game. What a game. Anyway, we'll get on to that in a bit. Mitrovic finally started. Hooray! Ahead of Cisse. And again, you know, happy as Larry. Happy as Larry. But Tottenham, Dele Alli missed out. Who gives a shit? Dembele's been a naughty boy, so he missed out. And again, apart from that, Mason and Son stepped in an unchanged Tottenham lineup. Now getting into the game. Guys, we got off to a fantastic start. Dictating the play, showing them who's the boss. You would have thought we're the top 4 team. You would have thought that, seriously, the way we was playing. Knocking it about, calm as you like, great defending. And then obviously we took the lead first of all. Ball came across from Jan-Mat, across into the box. Who would have thought it, eh? I've been saying that for weeks upon weeks. Cross into the box. Sissoko at the back post, should I say. Plays it back into Mitrovic. Mitrovic holds it off. Plays it back to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum slots it in the bottom corner. 1-0 up after 18 minutes. Thank you very much. And we're laughing. We're cruising, guys. Then the second phase of play, or the second part of play after that, we go 2-0 up. Who would have thought it? Again, another cross into the box from Jan-Mat. Been saying it. Get your wide players. Balls into the box. Directly into the box from Jan-Mat from the right. Big bounce from Mitrovic gets onto the end of it. It's in the back of the net. 2-0 up. God, jobs are good. Loving life. And again, this Spurs team that everyone keeps raving on about with the young English players is actually starting to scare me because, again, with the amount of English players they've got in the team going into the Euros, as an England fan, it's actually quite frightening because they looked absolutely dog shite, to say the least. I know there was no Ali playing there, who's the wonder guy at the moment, but they still had Kane on display. They still had Mason, Walker, Rose. So again, no excuses. No, we had second fiddle players. No, you guys were going for something to finish ahead of Arsenal. And again, you fucked it up. Let's be honest. And we gave you even some chances as well. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. It's terrible, but can't stop laughing. But anyway, first blip of the game, they scored a goal. You've got to give them something, innit? They turned up all this way from London. They've got to give them something. Ball came across to Lamela on the left, smashes it into the top corner, beats Darlow on his near post. And again, Jan-Mat's caught our position. Time and time again, he's been doing that all season. And it's 2-1 to Newcastle still. They're back in it. Going into half-time, I'm still confident that we can scrape something out of it. And yeah, we're looking well. Come out for the second half now. And again, you know, Tottenham have obviously had a grilling from Pochettino, to say the least. He obviously wants to make amends because, you know, he's just signed a new contract, for goodness sake. He's there for a while at least. So, yeah, going into the second half, they're looking to play well, get Kane on the ball, see what he can do, get Eriksen behind him, see what he can do, what creativity he can do. And again, they had a couple half chances here and there, but nothing too scary. The main talking point of the second half before the goals is obviously the sending off. Mitrovic showing his ugly side, as we've seen it before, stamping on Kyle Walker. And yes, we was booing that at the first time of seeing it. We didn't think it was a sending off. Thought Kyle Walker made a meal of it, but seeing it the second and third time round, yeah, Mitrovic just being stupid, and that's what you get when you get a young player, 21-year-old Serbian who's just aggressive, and you can see it was happening before that as well. I think he made a challenge on God knows who, but again he just eyeballed the ref like this, just gave him the death stare, like he did something wrong. But again, Mitrovic, hothead of his, and then yeah, down to 10 men, and this is their chance to get back into the game. And did they get back into the game? Nah, because again we took the game to them. Ball sprayed out wide to Sissoko on the left, and you think, this is Sissoko, you're like, oh God, what's he going to do now? He doesn't even know what he's going to do now. His best run of the season, I'll tell you this now. Again, the ball's played out to him, and what does he do? He runs them the right way. Not towards his own goal, towards their goal. Fantastic. Got into the box, got sandwiched in between Vertonghen and Eriksen. At first, it looked like Eriksen flung out a leg, but again, on the replay, it might be a nudge from Vertonghen. Was it a penalty? Nah. If anything, it was soft, but who cares? I'm a Newcastle fan. Of course, I'm going to take it all day long. Penalty to Newcastle at the Gallagher ends, and then you've got Townsend and Wijnaldum tussling between each other, saying, I want the penalty, I want the penalty. Of course, Townsend wants the penalty against his old club. He wants to prove a point. But again, end of the day, penalty goes to Wijnaldum, and again, he slots it to the keeper's left, sends him the wrong way. Thank you very much. 3-1, and we're cruising. And we've got 10 men, Tottenham. You sure you guys are finishing in the top 4? Are you sure? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Okay, after that, making some substitutions. And again, good, honest Rafa. I like this Rafa. Giving the youngsters a chance. Yes, Shelby came on for Tiote, I believe. Yeah, for Tiote. And a decent game. But again, we brought the likes of Sterry and Aaron's on. Yes, Aaron's finally got on. Woohoo! God, I've been saying it for 15 weeks. It's the dream of mine. Well, the dream's going to be ending now, but the dream of mine was to play Townsend on one side, Aaron's on the other side, width going back down both sides, and then yes, it would have just worked. But no, it's too little too late. Anyway, we got to see it for what? 30 minutes, and you could see what happens if we had those two there. Imagine if we had like Mitrovic with his big meathead, lapping up all those crosses. Anyway, I'm dreaming now. Anyway, but yeah, brought on the young boys, and again, it would have been nice to have Armstrong on the pitch as well. But you can say that for the Championship. We've got a load of games next season to do that. Yeah. So again, 4th goal, ball played out. In fact, no, before that. From the corner, ball's played into Townsend on his right foot. I love this guy. Most two-footed player probably in the Premier League. With his right foot, remember he's a left-footed player predominantly, smashes it against the post. Ball comes out to Yamat on the right, puts it back into the box. Again, another cross, the 3rd cross. And it falls to Aarons. Aarons takes it past the defender, smashes it into the top corner. Rolando Aarons scores the 4th goal. I feel for the guy, because again, he's out of contract. He should have been playing loads this season. Runs into the crowd. He's passionate about these guys as well. And yes, 4-1 up. Cruising. Oh, wow. And then I thought, you know what? This is enough. This is enough. But no, it wasn't enough. 5-1. Could you believe it? Break. We catch him on the counter. Aaron's through the middle. We have someone onto the left. I don't know who it was. I don't care. But we have Yamat to the right. He waits for the right opportunity just to make sure he's on side. Plays it into his path. Loris is in a terrible position. He's practically hugging the post. He's in that terrible position. But who cares? Yamat just slots into the other corner. And again, it's 5-1. And I'm thinking to myself, like you guys are, why couldn't we have done this all season? Why couldn't we just save half these goals for the Villa game? We would have been safe. Oh dear, oh dear. And it just baffles me that we've taken 6 points off of Spurs, home and away this season. But yet we've only taken 2 points from Aston Villa. Well, rock bottom. It just says it all. It just says it all. But yeah, fantastic result for us. 52,000 fans. Again, only 2 really blips in the game. Apart from that, it was a fantastic performance. And you know what, Sunderland with your little aeroplane going across, no one could see it, mate. So it's a waste of money anyway. Keep that one part in the shelter for next season, because you might need it, or we might need it when we're coming up and your guys are going down anyway. But yeah, fantastic performance, guys. And for those who just turned up for this game, your Ginny Wijnaldum, your Sissoko, who probably man of the match and had his best game of the season. Fantastic while you guys, again, You know, questions could be asked why you didn't do this all season, but it's one of them. But again, you guys have put yourself in the shop window for a Champions League team, especially Matt as well. So hopefully you can get an extra 5 million for his services as well. But again, fantastic performance and a great way to end, you know, a terrible season. Let's be honest with you. But again, it just goes to show what can happen at this club when we have a fantastic manager in charge. 6 games unbeaten. I know it's not a lot. 6 games unbeaten. 12 goals scored. I think something like 4 goals conceded. That's decent, man. Imagine if we had that guy all season. Imagine if we had him from January, let alone with 10 games to go. Anyway, as I said before, hindsight's a wonderful thing. But again, if there's a God out there, if there's a Geordie God out there, they'll want Rafa to stay. You're not going to get a better set of fans than us, supporting you through thick and thin. And again, if you're given the money, if you're given the power just to sign who you want to sign Rafa, then there's no better place to be. I know you've been linked with other places. You've managed at Real Madrid, Napoli, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Liverpool. The names are endless. But again, in terms of fans and in terms of passion and where you are at the moment now, complete the job, complete the journey with us at least. At least see us back into the Premier League. That's all I'm saying. Complete the journey, Rafa. We love you, man. You loved it when people were shouting your name from start to finish, saying Rafa's a Geordie and ringing out your theme song. So you know what to do, Rafa. Anyway, that's enough from me anyway. If you like the video, you guys know what to do by now, guys. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, drop a comment in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys later. Have a nice weekend, have a nice life, and take care. Peace.